Browse, click, buy, repeat. You might think you're making each purchase based on logic and features, but the reality is more complex. Brands influence our decisions in ways we often don't recognize, shaping our choices through subtle cues, emotional connections, and a sense of identity that goes far beyond the product itself. In this video, we'll explore how the world's most successful brands tap into these psychological drivers. You'll see how a strong brand purpose can command loyalty, discover the subconscious triggers that guide consumer behavior, and walk away with practical strategies you can apply to your own brand. Let's start by examining why some customers willingly pay a premium for brands like Patagonia, even when similar alternatives are readily available. If you're new here, please subscribe and like, because I share tips to help you improve your career. At the core of this phenomenon is the power of brand purpose. Patagonia's commitment to environmental activism is not just a slogan, it's a guiding principle that shapes every aspect of the company. Founder Yvon Chouinard made sure conservation was embedded in business decisions from the start. Unlike brands that prioritize profits above all else, Patagonia measures success by its impact on the planet. This approach draws in consumers who share these values, creating a strong emotional bond that goes beyond the product itself. One striking example of this purpose in action was Patagonia's "Don't Buy This Jacket" campaign in 2011, which urged customers to consider the environmental impact of their purchases. While critics predicted it would hurt the company, sales rose significantly after that campaign. Multiple studies show that brands anchored in a genuine purpose consistently outperform competitors when it comes to growth and customer loyalty. When a company's mission aligns with what consumers believe in, price becomes less of a barrier. People aren't just buying a jacket, they're buying into a set of beliefs. Patagonia's authenticity stands out because it backs up its message with real initiatives, donating a portion of sales to environmental causes, repairing products to extend their lifespan, and taking public stands on environmental issues. These actions build trust and reinforce the brand's values at every level. Research demonstrates that when brands consistently act on their stated purpose, customers are more likely to advocate for them and remain loyal over time. This alignment between a brand's purpose and a consumer's identity is powerful. Customers who identify with Patagonia often experience a sense of self-reward, feeling good about spending more because the purchase reflects their values. A study from Duke University even found that exposure to brand symbols, like the Apple logo, can subconsciously influence behavior, such as boosting creativity. This shows that brand purpose and symbolism can shape not just decisions, but also how people see themselves. Understanding how these psychological connections are formed is key to building lasting loyalty. So what exactly happens in our minds when we see a brand like Patagonia, and why does it trigger such a strong sense of connection? If you're finding this helpful, please subscribe and like because it helps us create content that matters to you. Also, if you want to take your skills further, check out our executive education and executive coaching programs at execbeat.com. Psychological triggers are at the heart of effective branding. Duke University found that subliminal exposure to a brand logo can boost creative performance, revealing how brands influence us on a subconscious level. Brands like Patagonia harness these triggers, not through generic persuasion tactics, but by aligning with customer identity and values. While many companies chase short-term gains with discounts or flashy campaigns, Patagonia builds lasting loyalty through emotional storytelling and community building. Their Worn Wear campaign, for example, doesn't just highlight products, it invites customers to see themselves as part of a movement. Neuroscience research shows that strong brands can trigger empathy responses in the brain, similar to those we reserve for close friends or family. This deep emotional connection explains why customers who share Patagonia's values tend to repurchase at high rates, even when faced with higher prices. It's not just about the product, it's about belonging to something bigger. Visual cues play a significant role as well. Patagonia's use of rugged, nature-focused imagery does more than advertise gear. It reinforces ideals of adventure and environmental stewardship. Neuromarketing research confirms that nature-centric visuals generate stronger emotional engagement and memory retention than standard product ads. Details like recycled material tags that quantify water savings make the brand's environmental impact concrete, deepening trust and emotional investment. 3 strategies drive these results. First, aligning visuals and messaging with customer identity creates a sense of self-expression. Rock climbers, for instance, don't just buy a jacket, they buy into a lifestyle. Second, leveraging data to understand emotional triggers allows brands to connect on a deeper level. Patagonia's transparent environmental reports appeal to the same instincts that drive people to support causes they care about. Third, embracing polarization can be powerful. When a brand takes a clear stance, it attracts passionate followers and repels those who don't align, strengthening loyalty among its core audience. Ultimately, branding is not what a company says about itself, but the gut feeling each customer develops over time. These feelings are shaped by every interaction, from social media to customer service. The goal isn't broad appeal, it's to build a community where customers feel understood and valued. As more consumers seek brands that reflect their beliefs, the importance of authentic purpose becomes impossible to ignore. Leading research confirms that brands anchored in genuine purpose earn significantly more customer trust and advocacy. This advantage comes from making values an integral part of operations, not just marketing messages. When a company's actions align with what matters to its customers, it builds loyalty that extends beyond transactions. Take a close look at where your brand intersects with customer beliefs. Patagonia demonstrates that authentic environmental action can outweigh price concerns. Consider this. In 5 years, will your brand be known for its principles as much as its products? Start by choosing one key touchpoint and evaluate whether it truly reflects your brand's purpose. Small, authentic changes can have a lasting impact on how your brand is remembered. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like because it helps us bring you more free videos. And if you're ready to grow your career, visit execbeat.com to learn about our executive education and coaching.